Most hidden GPS trackers for cars sit there doing absolutely nothing until the day your car vanishes. And then, half of them fail to give you a location fast enough to actually matter. Yeah, but the 5 we're ranking today actually delivered in real theft recoveries and long-term tests. And the one that surprised us both might completely change what you end up buying. We're talking real prices, real battery numbers, and real update speeds. No fluff, stay with us, and you'll know exactly which one to hide in your car and which ones to skip entirely.
Here's the funny thing though. One of these can get your car located in minutes, while the others will literally leave you waiting for hours. We'll get to that exact number in just a minute.
My buddy lost his truck last year, parked it at the job site, walked inside for 20 minutes, came out, and it was gone. No cameras, no witnesses. He had slapped on one of those cheap no-name trackers the week before because he figured, hey, better than nothing.
Let me guess. It pinged once every hour or the battery was already dead.
Exactly. He called the police with a rough area from the last ping, and they basically said, sorry, that's way too vague. 3 days later, the truck turned up stripped in another county. That wasted purchase still eats at him. That's exactly why we're digging into the ones that actually work when it counts.
And we tested these the way normal people use them. Tucked under bumpers, up in wheel wells, behind panels. Not just sitting on a desk in an office.
Number 5 on our list is the Tracki Mini. It's the one budget buyers keep reaching for. And honestly, it really earns its spot for everyday drivers who want something small without breaking the bank. Dean loves this one because the device itself runs about $25 on sale, $28 most days, and it's tiny. We're talking like a matchbox, 1.8 inches by 1.6 inches, and it weighs barely over an ounce. You can literally hide it inside a seat cushion or tape it under the dashboard, and nobody is finding it without tearing the whole car apart.
The battery life is where it gets real though. Real-time mode gives you updates every minute or so for about 5 days. But if you flip it to saver mode, it stretches to 75 days. That is huge for someone who parks their car for weeks at a time. The subscription starts around $10 to $15 a month depending on the plan you pick. It covers the whole world too, over 190 countries. But Marcus here thinks the updates are way too slow for serious theft work. Well, hold on, 5-second real-time is not what you get here. It's 1 to 5 minutes on active tracking. Look, that's totally fine for checking where your teen parked after school, but if someone is driving off with your car at 2 a.m., you want faster pings.
Fair point, but for the price, it does a whole lot. We put one on a friend's work truck that sits at job sites all week. He got motion alerts the literal second it moved, and the app showed the exact route it took across town. Plus, there's no subscription drama. You can pause the plan when the car is in storage.
The app is definitely straightforward. Geofencing, those virtual boundaries you can set up on the map, works flawlessly, and the speed alerts do too. But the magnet is sold separately in some of the kits, and that little battery definitely dies if you're running constant updates.
For a first-time buyer who just wants to know the car is still right where they left it, this one punches way above its price tag.
All right, moving on to number 4, we have the Trak-4 Portable. Dean's been pushing this one hard because it feels like the ultimate practical long-haul choice.
The device itself runs about $14 to $20. And the subscription starts as low as $7 a month if you pay yearly. That is the absolute cheapest ongoing cost on this entire list.
And the battery is just ridiculous. 12 to 18 months on low power settings. You charge it up once and basically forget about it for a year and a half.
It's a little bigger than the Tracki, maybe about the size of a small deck of cards. The waterproof case is solid though. You can stick the optional magnetic mount under the car or right inside the trunk, and it just keeps going. It's US coverage only, which is fine for most of us.
The update rate is 1 to 60 minutes, depending on how you set it. So it's not blazing fast, but it does have geofencing and motion alerts that actually fire reliably.
And here's where it shines for everyday drivers. My neighbor uses one on his classic Mustang that sits in the garage most of the year. He gets a ping once a day, and if anything moves, he knows instantly. There's no monthly panic about having to charge another gadget.
The main downside is the web dashboard instead of a slick phone app for some users. And obviously, if you want faster updates, you're going to burn through that long battery life a lot quicker.
Still, for the guy who wants to set it and forget it value, this easily beats spending $25 a month forever. Now we're getting right into the middle of the pack, and here's where it gets really interesting. The third spot goes to the Spytec GL300. This is the one I keep recommending when people ask me for serious performance.
The device price lands around $50 to $70, and the subscription runs $15 to $25 a month, so that is not cheap.
No, but you get real-time updates as fast as every 5 seconds in active mode. The battery lasts about 14 days on normal use and even longer in low power. It's super compact, comes with a magnetic case option, and the alerts are incredibly fast.
We actually tested one under a wheel well on a super rainy week. It kept sending clean pings even right after a car wash. The accuracy stayed within 10 to 15 feet most of the time.
And the app is one of the better ones we've seen. It's a clean map, really easy to set up multiple geofences, plus you get speed and tamper alerts. You can even share a live link with the police in just one tap. That is exactly the kind of thing that actually helps during a real theft.
Okay, but here's the thing. For that price, you're paying for speed most people just don't need every single day. If you're just checking to see if your car is still parked at the office, 5-second updates feel like complete overkill.
Tell that to the guy whose car got stolen at night and the police found it 3 blocks away because the GL300 was updating every 10 seconds. The recovery window was tiny.
True, it also works worldwide if you travel a lot. But that battery does need regular attention if you're using it actively.
Number 2 is the LandAirSea 54. A lot of people call this one the undisputed king of magnetic hidden trackers. The device price is around $35. Subscription starts near $20 a month. The battery life goes up to 6 months in low power mode, or 1 to 3 weeks on active tracking. And it boasts an IP67 rating, meaning it is completely dust and waterproof. Plus, you've got that built-in industrial magnet and motion-activated tracking. It only wakes up and pings when the vehicle actually moves. That saves power big time. We hid one under a bumper on a truck that goes off-road all the time. It stayed stuck through mud, heavy rain, and highway speeds. The app shows real-time perfectly when it's moving, and the tracking history is super solid. The update rate can be set as fast as 3 seconds. The accuracy is just excellent. It works so great for trailers and parked vehicles too, just because it doesn't drain out while sitting idle. Here's the catch for budget guys like me though. That $20 monthly fee adds up fast if you're keeping it on year-round. Some plans do let you drop it to a lower frequency to save a bit of money, but the durability and the fact that you can mount it totally outside without worrying about the weather makes it more than worth it for a lot of people. We also saw it hold signal better than some of the competitors in parking garages and dense urban areas. And that brings us to our number 1 pick, the SpaceHawk GPS Tracker. This one totally took the top spot in our tests, and for very good reason.
The device price runs $44 to $89 depending on the bundle you get. The subscription starts around $10 a month on month-to-month plans.
You get real-time updates as fast as every 3 seconds, and the battery still lasts 1 to 3 weeks in active use. Push it to low power, and you're getting up to 3 to 6 months. It's got that IP67 waterproof rating, a built-in super strong magnet, and global coverage in over 150 countries.
The accuracy was locked in at about 6 feet during our drives. We hit it right under a sedan bumper, and it never dropped once, not even going through tunnels and massive parking structures.
The app is incredibly fast and simple to use. Instant motion alerts, geofencing, tamper detection, and you can share a live, police-ready link instantly. Plus, they literally throw in a lifetime warranty on the hardware.
Marcus here absolutely loves the speed and the build quality. I just love that the monthly cost is reasonable compared to some of the others out there.
In our theft simulation, this one gave us the exact address within minutes of the movement starting. That is the difference between actually recovering the car and having to file an insurance claim.
It also handles international travel without a hitch if you need it. The magnet is seriously strong too. We couldn't knock it off even when driving on really rough roads.
The only real downside is you do have to pay attention to the battery if you're running it on constant real time.
But in the end, it delivered the absolute best mix of stealth, speed, and reliability that we tested.
Now, before we get to the final verdict, let's talk about the actual mistakes that ruin these things for most people. The first one is bad placement. Slapping it behind thick metal or too close to the engine block just kills the signal. Wheel wells and under the rear bumper with a clear view of the sky worked best in every single test.
The second huge mistake is ignoring the subscription math. Think about it. A $30 tracker with the $25 monthly plan cost you over $600 in 2 years. Compare that to the cheaper long life options before you buy.
Third mistake, running constant real-time mode on a battery tracker when you just don't need it. You'll kill the battery in days instead of weeks. Set it to motion activated or hourly when the car is parked.
And fourth, thinking that hidden means invisible forever. A good mechanic during a standard oil change can absolutely spot these if they're not tucked deep. We always recommend testing your spot yourself before relying on it.
One more, buying a tracker and never actually testing the alerts. Set a geofence the first week you have it and drive out of it on purpose. Make sure that notification actually hits your phone.
That covers the open loops we teased earlier too. The one tracker that recovered a car in under 20 minutes was the SpaceHawk in our tests. And the mistake that ruins most setups is exactly that, bad placement or simply never checking your alerts. So Dean, final call.
Look, for most everyday drivers out there who want real value without that monthly pain, I'm going with the Trak-4 Portable or the Tracki Mini. Long battery, low cost, and they actually do the job for theft prevention and peace of mind. Skip the expensive real time if you don't need police-grade speed every single day.
I'm sticking with the SpaceHawk as the one I'd actually buy for my own car. The 3-second updates and that strong magnet give you the absolute best shot at recovery when it matters most. The LandAirSea 54 is a very close second if you just want something rugged and weatherproof for a little less money up front.
Just pick based on how often you actually need the car located in real time. Honestly,